Okay, so welcome all, welcome to Financial Freedom, session 6 of 12. I'm so excited to see you all once again today. Today, we are going to cover a very important topic. Uh, what are the criteria for shortlisting good stocks? What happens is in the last session I shared with you a very powerful technique of three different moving averages and when to enter, when to exit, and all. The second questions after that comes is because there I mentioned very clearly. I showed you three stocks. I showed you BDL. I showed you Triveni Engineering, and I told you I have analyzed them, and therefore I am using this moving average technique for entering. I'm not exactly using moving average. I use another indicator, Ichimoku, for trading, which is little advanced than moving average. So I use that, but principle is same. I have entry and exit, but before using any indicator, I first decide whether the stock is worth investing or not. Today, I am going to share with you very powerful parameters which you should be aware of before investing your money in that stock. So let's go through those parameters. I'll explain you in detail what are those parameters and what they stand for. If you check those parameters itself, you will be able to find a very good stocks. And I'll take you through some examples. I'll take you through some websites, everything, where I'll show you how you can see in that website the details and all. So can I have yes from all of you if we agree to go and have a look how to identify great stocks? Yes, okay, great to see so much energy. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now, important criteria, what we are looking for any stock we are investing is, first of all, we are focusing on at least 3 years of performance, what the stock has been doing in last 3 years. The first and foremost criteria is the sales growth, how they are growing their sales in last 3 years. Is it 10% compounded year over year? If it is doing sales growth every year, it's a good company. Okay, if they are growing the sales, then they should be growing the profit. So second criteria for us for investing in any company is, are they increasing their profit by 20% in last year or not? They can increase their sales by 10%, but are they increasing the profit by 20% or not? Why I am keeping 10 and 20? Because this also indicates that they are increasing their efficiency. They are increasing sales by 10% only, but to create profit out of that 10% increase in sales, they have to bring in more efficiency for profit, taking out profit out of it. So that's why we are keeping profit growth as 20%. Then third parameter is return on capital employed. What does it mean? If I'm starting any industry, let's say I bring in 100 crores from my pocket, if I'm starting a company, 100 crores I'll bring from my pocket. I'll take, let's say, 900 crores from the bank. So I make it 1,000 crores. I invest in that company. Return on capital employed in last 3 years means the money which I got plus the money which I borrowed from the bank, total 100 crore it became, 100 crore I invest in my business. What is the percentage return on that money? How efficiently I am using that money? So am I generating at least 10% out of that money? Let's say if I'm investing 1 lakh rupees, 20, let's say if we take a smaller example, if I have 20,000 rupees, which I am putting in the industry, 80,000 I am taking from the bank, I should at least generate 10,000 rupees, which is 10% from the total money which I have deployed. So it is very important that how much money that industry is putting in the company and what is the return on the total. Second is return on the equity. So one is the 20 plus 80,000. Second is 20,000. Whatever I am bringing in, how much profit I am earning, that is called return on equity. So this is all, these four parameters are very, very important. So we are looking at sales growth, we are looking at efficiency, we are looking at profit growth, we are looking at how much capital, what are the returns they are bringing in. Then 1 year should be greater than 1%, and market capitalization, that the size of that company should be minimum 1,000 crores. In India nowadays, earlier it was 500 crores was the starting point for small cap. We have grown, Indian economy has grown. So now at least a decent size company is worth 1,000 crore rupees. So if you want to buy that company, you should have at least 1,000 crores. So that is what is called roughly, not exactly, roughly called market capitalization. That means if I want to buy the entire company, how much money I should have. So that is called market capitalization. In a vague way, don't take me into the definitions exactly, roughly I am telling. So whatever company we select should be minimum 1,000 crores. Okay, any questions so far, or it's clear? If it is clear, type C. Clear? Okay, great. Oh, fantastic. Now, after that, we have to see cash flow. There are three types of cash flow. So we have seen many times that many times these numbers can get sort of manipulated. So to see deep dive into whether these figures are correctly represented or not, we need to see the cash flow also. Okay, you are showing that I had sales and so, but have you recovered the money you have sold? If I'm selling TV, I have sold 50 TVs. So I showed in my books, I sold 50 TVs this year. Then I will show the profit also. But the important thing was if you have sold the TVs, 50 TVs, have you received the money or not? Yeah, udhari mein bech diya. Just you lend it out to people. Okay, no problem. You take it today, pay me after 5 years. So that's why the cash flow is very, very important. I'll be taking a separate session on these three cash flows. These are very important, cannot be covered in one session, which is today. I'll be taking a separate session for finding nuances of cash flow. I'll not be taking you through the accounting part of cash flow, but as a common investor who does not understand the like the books part of it, but still how we can definitely find a proper cash flow. We'll take it sometime. So cash flow is very, very important. Just keep in mind. Then once you identify that company, just have a look how we can associate it with the government activity. What government is doing or what is happening around us, is anything which is changing around us. So we should be always associating with what is going around us. And we should be investing in the companies which are relevant right now and which we understand. So I'll take few examples and we'll see what are the leading companies in that field, why the company was profitable for last 3 years, and why the company will be profitable for next 3 years. So all this thing we have to consider before investing. Okay, when to buy, when to sell, I have mentioned. Now let me take you to, just hold on. Okay. Now this is the dashboard for screener. Okay. So I would strongly recommend to open a free account in the screener.in. Here is the website screener.in, a wonderful website. I am using this website for almost, I think, must be around 10 years now. I am using this website. All data is available. Lot of data is available for free. They have paid version. I am using the free version only for last 10 years. And it is a fantastic website. You can open a free account here. This is the name here, Screener. And they have fantastic data. So now let's say, if I have to analyze a company, like I told yesterday, last Wednesday, that we have to invest where the government is investing, right? And I gave an example of Nal Se Jal, where Nal Se Jal is water from the tap, and government of India sometime in 2018-19, they pushed for projects for bringing water in tap for every household in India. So they went ahead and tried to push for it for in a large way. As an investor, when the government is doing something like that, we have to immediately see the opportunity. Opportunity is in the companies who are making pipe. The opportunity is in the companies who are making water purification and pumps and projects and like that. So during that era, I had also done analysis on ion exchange. So I'll take the example of ion exchange. Anyone heard about ion exchange? Yes, no? Yes, okay, great. Sandeep has heard. Okay. If you're on process, yes, okay. Why? Yes, no. Okay, Naveen is saying. Okay. So ion exchange is like purification and all. It was in purification. So the basic step, what I'm trying to tell here is you have to go through the basic steps. So ion exchange, you see the profitability. The screener has a very nice snapshot here. Yeah. So here 3 years 11%, compounded sales growth 11%, perfect. This is our requirement. Compounded profit growth 3 years 35%, very good. Then ROE 3 years 28%, very good. Last year 27%. ROCE kahan hai? There should be one ROCE also. ROCE. Here it is 13%, 18%. No, sorry, here 34, 38, 33. Is this company meeting our criteria? Is this company meeting? Okay, I'll go through it slowly. Our first criteria was sales growth. We wanted 10% sales growth. So we see sales growth 3 years, 11% compounded. Green thumb. Okay. Then just hold on. Give me a minute. Then we have profit growth. 3 years. We wanted 20%. Okay. In 3 years, compounded profit growth is 35%. Perfect. 3 years, CAGR, we don't have to take. Return on equity, 3 years, 28%. We wanted return on equity 10% or 15%. Done. Very good. Last year, 27%. Okay. Then we have ROCE, return on capital employed. What was the total money? What brought by the shareholders? What is taken by the loan? We needed it 10% and above. It is 33, 38, 34. Fantastic. So all is clear. Same way you have to look. Any company you want to invest into, just go and have a look at this simple 5 criteria. You will find lots of companies. You will be able to decide whether to go ahead and invest or not. Once done, you have cash flow also, which I'll take later. Just remember to attend. Then you will have to see, okay, what this is doing for last 3 years, why it is profitable for last 3 years. So here are the annual reports. So you have all the annual reports for each company, whichever you want to search. You will have the annual report. Open the latest or whichever you want to analyze. Open one annual report. Now we are having the annual report. Ion Exchange, this will tell us what they have been doing. See, they have given, all the companies give all fantastic uh, data. We don't have to watch TV, Google it, nothing. Just go and open their annual report. They will tell what they have been doing for last so many years, what they are into, what are their projects. So you can make assessment whether this is a good company or not, whether they are actually participating in the growth of the nation or not. You like this company or not. Once you like it, you feel that yes, they are doing a genuine job, and by reading, you should be reading at least a good part of whatever description they are giving. You should go through it, and then you have to do assessment, okay, whether the same thing is required for next coming 2 to 3 years or not. Because if they are profitable for 3 years and similar business is there for 3 years, they will be profitable, and then you can invest in that company for a duration, whatever you think. See, this is the company where, like I said, in the period of 2019, simple Ion Exchange, I had taken in 2019. This is how it went: 422 almost 1000. So 950, 900. So in 1.5 years, it was able to give almost more than 100, 200% return. So simple company, nothing fancy about it, nothing next generation about it, nothing. Very simple company. The government was doing the projects for bringing Nal Se Jal, very simple project, nothing hi-fi about it, but still it has got a potential to give a lot of money. How many of you agree? It's very simple method, right? Yes, no? Second company, what I showed yesterday was Triveni. Triveni Engineering, again, invested in this company. Let's do some basic checks for this. And Triveni Engineering is in ethanol. Government is pushing for blending of ethanol with petrol and diesel. 3 years. Triveni ka hai na? Triveni. Okay. 3 years, 11%. Profit growth is 26%. Fantastic. Return on equity 24%. Last 1 year 25%. Everything good. Then you have ROCE 21, 19, 18. So it's about 10%. Thumbs up. Then you can go and have a look at it. Financial report, here it is there. You can click. Okay. What it is doing, the company will be telling you what all they are doing, what is their vision, mission, how it is aligned with the government, everything they tell in the report. You need not go and search anywhere. They will tell you in the reports. Read the report. If you are convinced, yes, this is what is the requirement and it is likely to sustain, you can go ahead and investing. Let's see how it has done. Okay, so doing good, right? So it has gone up almost, even if we say post crash, if we see only last 2022, it is somewhere there, but at least some 10-20% growth is there. In between it went up, but in last 1 year 10 to 20% growth is there. If we see little back when the policy started, from there last 2 years it has given phenomenal returns that way. So same way we can do. So this is one way of going about it. When you understand the theme, when we understand, okay, when we are looking out for a company, other way of taking help from the screener is on screener. Okay, this is a tool I'm using for many years, so that's why I'm sharing a lot of things in this. Don't think that I'm doing any publicity for this site. This is really good site, so I'm publishing it. So you have screen now. One thing is you have 4,000 stocks and then you go one by one and have a look at those stocks. Or other way around is you go in screener once you open your login account and all, you have to just type few things. Even if you don't know coding, after once I upload this on YouTube, you can go peacefully follow what I am doing, and you can open an account, peacefully do what I am doing here, and you will have the screener. If you have any difficulty, just send me a message, I'll reply to you. So first is our market capitalization. So let's say market capitalization, as soon as I started typing, see what happens is if I, okay, I'll go one by one. We have to go into tools. So here on the top, if I put on screener, let me go to the tools. In tools, if I click down here, create a stock screen. So it is asking me, okay, how you want to filter the stocks, because there are around 4,500 stocks in Indian stock market. We have to select only 10 to 12. So first we have to zero down on full few good stocks. So let's say market capitalization. Okay, let me keep it greater than 1 just to show how many number of companies are there. If I'm running this query, see how many companies are worth more than 1 crore. There are around 4,216 companies which are there in Indian stock market. So our job is to find 10 out of this many companies. Okay, so let's go back. So market capitalization, we will do 1,000. 10,000 okay, na? 1,000. We'll keep 1,000. So as soon as we keep our market capitalization greater than 1,000 crores, here it is written market capitalization valuation in rupees crore. So it will give some description on the side also. So we are running this query out of 4,000. Now only 1068 are left. Okay. Then we write space A and D and sales. As soon as I say type sales, it is giving me 3 options. So I'll select sales growth 3 years greater than 10. So it is showing in percentage. Then again, and profit growth. As soon as I type profit, it is giving me drop down 3 years greater than 20, and ROCE 3 years greater than 10, and ROE return on equity greater than 10. And what else was there? That's it, right? Sales growth, profit growth, ROE on equity 3 years was there, and ROE 3 years greater than 10. Okay, so this is what I have typed, and we run this query. So what we will get is 236 results. We have got 236 companies which are performing this way. Now you can further fine tune. You can increase it to, let's say, okay, I want sales growth 3 years. So, sorry, I put 10. You have to put 20. Run this query, and we have 113 results. So you can further increase the sales growth, profit growth like that. But I would say, okay, just have a look at these companies and see if you like some company, you can go and analyze it further. But at least prima facie, with a click of button, out of 4,000 companies, you are able to search 113 companies which have been performing good for last 3 years, not 1, not 2, but last 3 years. 3 years is sufficient. How many of you think it is easy? Easy to at least filter down? If you think it's easy, yeah, okay, great. Straightforward, yeah. Simple and okay, great. So my request to every one of you is, whenever you are finalizing a company, if you hear it on a TV channel, someone is recommending just go and have a look at the screener. What is the growth path for last 2 to 3 years? If we are a small, I am a small investor, at least I consider myself a very, very small investor. My money is very dear to me. I would not like to invest in a company which is having some wrong numbers, bad numbers, and someone is suggesting on TV to me that no, there is a turnaround is going to happen. ठीक है, हो जाने दो turnaround, then I'll buy. Right? Because I have very limited resources. I don't want to risk it. I'm not gambling here. I'm investing. So this is the asset test. You should do it. So Divesh is saying he's getting some other results. Divesh, this is the query. Just have a look and do it. Okay. So this is what I wanted to cover today. Filtration criteria, how you can find good companies. I've showed you the filtration criteria, which will immediately take you to companies which are doing good for last 3 years. And you can play around with these criteria and search for more companies. So how many of you have learned something new today? Can I have yes from all of you if you have learned something new, something interesting, something which will help you in finding good companies? Yes? Okay, great. Thank you so much. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'll allow you to unmute. Please unmute yourself and ask the question. Anyone having any questions, any doubts?
One question, Samir sir. What about other criteria like debt to equity, EPS? So will you be covering in other sessions?
See, debt to equity and all are there. Definitely you can add on to it. My only requirement is कि यार basic minimum तो निकल जाए.
Okay.
है ना? So this is what, as per me, is basic minimum. In that you can add on, like debt to equity you can add on, but debt to equity, see, sometimes these ratios sometimes get misleading in my opinion, because a company might be taking more debt, but still it is efficiently managing, it is repaying on time, it has a good cash flow. So that's what they are there. So sometimes this ratios get misleading, or the way it is mentioned in books is misleading. So my plain and simple criteria has been that, okay, you select some 100 companies, you see which sector they belong to, and then go a little deep dive. So that has been my approach.
Okay. And one scenario where means if sales growth for 3 years is coming greater than 10, but it is decreasing from last 3 years. So what should we do in that case?
Don't invest in that, because there is some reason why it is decreasing, right? We can go and see whether their market shares is going down or something like that.
All right.
So it is, this is, you can say, the first level filtration.
All right.
A quick first level filtration. But definitely we should be investing in a growth story only. If it is growing even by 1% year over year, we should be going for that.
All right.
Yeah.
Samir, what is the difference between this return on equity or average return on equity in 3 years?
It is the parameter they have given in this. Earlier, they used to write return on equity for 3 years only.
So can I say return on equity is for 1 year and average?
Correct. You're right. As per the filtration in the screener. Yeah.
Okay. And maybe you will cover this when we should get in and when should we get out. I think that you will cover in the next.
No, that I have covered in last session. No, let's say if I'm trading in Triveni, I can one indicator which I shared was moving average.
Maybe I missed it because I
so I have already uploaded it on YouTube, so you can have a look at it. So I covered it completely on like entry exit plan, both everything I had covered. Yeah.
Okay.
It is always good, even if you select a company, it is, I would strongly recommend to enter as per the technical charts only, because sometimes what happens is the stock may be in consolidation phase. We don't want to enter when it is in consolidation phase, because it may take frustratingly long to break out on the higher side, and as a common investor our patience runs out. So we should be waiting for it to come out of consolidation, or any stock which is coming out of consolidation, we should be riding that.
So according to you, what is the definition of a short-term investor and long-term investor? What is the time period according to you?
For me, I call myself as a like a trend investor. So I am in the stock as long as it goes up. For example, I showed Ion Exchange, or let me show you one recent example like BDL, where I have, okay, don't ask me whether BDL is having this criteria or not, because I selected BDL in different criteria. Now, if you see, I invested, what is the, I somewhere around 500. I invested here. Now it is going up. Okay. So I will stay as long as it is going up. Based on my Ichimoku entry and exit, I'll be into this. So based on my technical indicator, I will remain in this as long as it goes. Okay, just hold on. Like I'll show you my past exits. See what happens is, this stock, this is the one stock which I mostly tell about a lot. So this is, I bought in 2016. Now it started going up, it is going up. Now this is where it started consolidating. So I will get ready to exit as soon as it breaks the consolidation. So bought somewhere here, sold somewhere here, I exited. Now you can give your own definition, whether I from February, almost February till what was the date? Like February here, 17 till Jan. So almost for 1 year I was in trade, and I came out. Again it went down. I waited patiently. It went up. I went, took a trade. I again came out. So I don't know what should I call myself, because I trade like that only. I am into a stock as long as it is going up. As soon as it shows weakness that it is going to go down, I exit.
So you see the trend of how many days before you decide it's going down or going up?
I follow usually Ichimoku indicator, which is as good as like it is a little more sophisticated than we can say moving averages. And I follow that system, but moving average is also good. If you're following 100, 200 day moving average, that will also give you a decent entry and exit. 200 day moving average, 50 day and 200 day moving average combination is also good.
50 day and 200 days.
200 days. So you exit some portion when it is crossing down below 50, and then you exit everything when it is crossing down. Sorry, 250 and 66 I had mentioned last session. So you can try out 66 and 250 days moving the average. So you exit some 50% chunk when it is showing exit signal at 66 days moving average, and you
Yes,
can exit
yes, but a little bit no.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So Mayank is saying it is called swing.
Thank you very
trades.
much.
Yeah, welcome. So
Welcome, welcome, very welcome, my friend. You are welcome. Everyone here is welcome.
Okay. So if you're leaving, don't say thank you and all. You can type because suddenly I get confused. Okay. So now, where were we?
I have a question here.
Yeah.
See, when you purchased it, after that there is a long red candle. Immediately after that, no, here in September itself.
Where? Here?
Yes, no, in September.
September. No, I'm okay. Here?
July and September, there is a, no, this one.
Here?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, there
This
is
one?
a big, so there is a fall. Sudden fall. After you purchase, there is a sudden fall.
Okay.
So, that doesn't give you an indication that we should exit from here.
Hello. Who is there? Please.
I think there is some cross connection happening from somewhere.
Yeah, I think someone from other. Okay. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so oh, I have already put it 2 times.
Which is this site, Samir?
This is
TradingView.com.
Huh?
Okay. Thank you.
So this is an indicator. Okay, so I will tell you which is there. This is, I'll bring in the.
Excuse me,
This
can I
is
ask
available.
some
So
question?
Huh?
Can I ask some question?
Just hold on, just hold on. Let me show this thing. So this
Yeah.
Ichimoku cloud is available on.
Why is this meeting so shit?
Huh? I think a few people from outside have come, or I don't know, some cross connection has happened today.
I think somewhere you can disconnect them. I think some people are
I
just
don't know who
scammers
are in the
there.
meeting and who are not in the meeting.
Samir, some foreigner is there.
There's some.
I think there are some
from New York
spammers.
and
I think looks like they're
yeah,
more
if you see
kind
the
of a
chat box,
spammers.
there's some people from Ohio and all that.
Let me just see if I can identify.
Cocklong MDF. There's a Cocklong MDF.
Huh?
Cocklong MDF is what the username is.
No,
COKLONG.
Yeah, you can disconnect them. Yeah.
Disconnect them. Yeah.
I think there are some spammers. I think somehow they have got hold of your
correct.
invite.
Okay, if they talk, I'll just, but I'm not able to find them. So, so see, what happens is I'm following this Ichimoku. So this is just one of the trading strategies. If it is above the cloud, I am still stayed. So who asked? Devesh, you asked, right?
Yes, yes.
So this is where, so I stay invested because it is above the cloud. So that's how it happens.
So cloud is this green and green shadow.
Yeah, no, it's a little, it's very powerful, but yet complex indicator. So in nutshell, I will not be able to tell.
Okay.
But this is how I trade. So it is not the, yeah, I'm right, it went down, but again, the indicator I'm following, it will give me the exit criteria like we have. So here, see, it went below the cloud and this is where I exited, right?
Okay.
So it will tell me when to exit. So simple one is, if it is above the cloud, I'll be there. If it goes below the cloud, I exit. So there are a lot of use of this Ichimoku. One of it I'm telling you right now. Right. So the point here is that you should have a indicator, a technical indicator for entry and exit. So if you have a system, you have something to enter and exit, it helps you. So two-step process, you find a good stock and then you have an entry and exit criteria. Okay. Okay. Any other question?
Yes, me.
Yeah.
What is this meeting about?
I think you have. Okay, I think we'll call off this meeting. There are a lot of people.
No, Samir, when will be the next session now?
Next Wednesday. We'll have next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. So every Wednesday we have it, right?
Every Wednesday, 9 p.m. If you are not part of my group, you can send me a WhatsApp. You can become part of my group so that whenever I'm posting the link, you can. This is my mobile number. So you can join the group so that whenever there is a session, you can get to know from the group.
Perfect. Thank you.
So thank you so much for joining. I think there is a lot of cross connection today in Zoom. So let's close this meeting.
No problem.
A lot of confusion is happening. See you all next Wednesday. Thanks a lot for joining. See you all next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Yeah.
So there's one thing I'm not sure about, because some people suck